Mutual.
Straight out the South, Arkansas, where the talk is real and the vibe is raw. This is South, got something to say. No filters, no faking, just the truth, how we see it. So kick back, tap in, and let's get to it. The Still Country Podcast, Still Country Podcast, Still Country Podcast. Show the money, Still Country Podcast, Still Country Podcast, Still Country Podcast.
What up, fam? It's your boy Eli Isabel. Welcome to the Still Country Podcast. I'm excited about tonight's show, man. I got my guys in the studio. Well, not in the studio, but I got my guys rocking with me tonight, man. We're talking about pushing close to 30 years of friendship, maybe more than that. My math is always off. But before we get to my guys, man, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I've been seeing the views, man. Y'all are turning me up on social media. I definitely appreciate it. I am grateful that you guys would like to spend an hour with me on every other Thursday night. I'm definitely honored. Before we get started, though, I want everybody to please go like, subscribe, and share all things Still Country Podcast, man. I'm here now. I mean, let's keep going, man. I need the support. I bring you some great content. At least I do my best to bring you some great content. We laugh, we have a good time, and we educate a little bit, man. So listen, check your boy out. Still Country Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend, tell a dog, tell a cat, tell a hog. We're in the building. Yo, I got my guys with me tonight, man. Listen, before we get started, man, I don't ever want to do anybody a disservice and introduce them and leave anything out, any pertinent information. I don't want to ever discredit their greatness, so I like to allow people to introduce themselves. So I'm going to let the fellas tell a little bit about themselves, whatever you want to share, guys. I know one of you is in the witness protection program. We do know that for a fact. So you don't have to say too much. I've been in your house and nobody lives there if they're not running from the mob. So we're gonna start. Man. First off with my boy Tiff McCullough. Talk to the people, man. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
What's happening, fellas? I'm excited to be on here with my boys today, man. These are my day one fellas right here. So it's going to be a great night. Tiff McCullough, assistant principal. As of September 1, I'll have 30 years in the game.
Wow.
So I'm on the other side of that thing.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, I'm getting.
That's what's up. Congratulations, boy.
Hey, yo.
Appreciate you.
Old head. We
Yes,
say be
sir.
old head. Appreciate it, Tiff, dog. Thank you for being here. Let me get the guy in the dark. He ain't nothing but teeth, goddammit. Young man in the dark. Introduce yourself to the people. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hey. Yo, hey, listen, man. I got that good dental plan, man. My fault, man. I'm on my way home. I'm in the wheel right now. I should be home in about 10-15 minutes. But
You good?
yeah, Demetrius. Yeah, hey, Demetrius Stevenson here, aka Meat. Been rocking with you fellas for a minute. Good to be on the show. We're gonna have a good time. I don't even got my drink and I can't even sip on nothing right now, but I get to that in a second when I get to the crib. But let's get it. Let's get it going.
Hey, all right. Appreciate you, Meat. I'm happy to see you, man. Glad you're here. Last but not least, let me let my boy, Mr. Mark Harris, introduce himself and give y'all a little information about him, who he is.
Yeah, this Pisces, little bit of feces, last but not least. I just, I see my boy Tip put his old school glasses back on, them readers, baby, and Matrix.
No, these ain't readers, man.
Have the same color back. You can't have the same color background, Doc. It ain't gonna work.
Yo, hey, I know, man. Hey, listen, man. I'm like Michael Blackson. I'm looking like underneath the bed right now, man. That's real dark.
No doubt.
Yeah. We gonna get.
But nah, this is for Mark. I am from the Hill, Star Hill, Delaware. Born and raised. Rolled out right after turning high school. High school age, hanging with these partners for a long time. And yes, I am in that witness protection program. in southern South Florida. So don't come at me wrong, because I do have something for you. All right. Don't walk up on me wrong.
Here you go.
You got the piece for the piece, right?
Yeah, I got the piece. I got the piece.
So listen, man. First and foremost, I just want to tell you all that I have beef with all three of you. First and foremost, the beef stems from I'm upset. Well, not me and Tiff. Me and Tiff, we kind of stretched beyond high school, but I'm mad that our memories don't extend into our 30s and into our 40s. Like, we haven't really put that time in since we've been grown as men, kicking it and hanging out. So I got beef for all of y'all about that, except Tiff. I see Tiff the most. I talk to Tiff the most. But my beef is, here's the crazy part. And me, this is directed at you mostly right now, my next statement. I see my friends in Arkansas more than I see you. What we doing?
What's that?
I said, what we doing? Why I see my friends that live 1,200 miles away from me more than I see you?
Man, shit, I don't know, man. Like, hey, look, life be life. And listen, life be life, man. And I'm trying to juggle a lot of things and a lot of moving pieces, but as well as you, man, you right up the road, and I know you moving and grooving too. So, man, I don't know. It's one of them things, man, where it's just one of them things, man, where you just got to make the time and make it happen. And I don't know, man, get the calendar out and start scheduling some stuff. Because if not, that's what happens. A lot of time goes by, man, and you don't connect with your fellas. And so I take ownership on that. I'm gonna hold myself accountable, man. I gotta tighten up.
I appreciate that.
I gotta tighten up. You are absolutely right.
I think I might see Mark more than I see you too, actually.
Oh my God, here we go. Hey, listen. I'm gonna do better, man. All right, that's enough.
Okay, all right. To your credit, I did see you a couple of Fridays ago. It was definitely good to see you. And
absolutely.
Yo, man, I get a little sentimental when I see you guys. Like, more so when we're all together, because it doesn't happen as much as it should. So when we're together, man, it's definitely always a treat, man. I definitely enjoy kicking it with y'all. For sure. All right, man. I got several topics here that I just want to kind of cover. This show is called The Man Talk Show. We're going to get into several things that I feel like the people need to know coming from some men. And Meat said something. Let me go back a second. Meat said something in the text. I think it was Meat or maybe Mark, one of y'all. And I was kind of reading our group text, and you're right. One of y'all, I think it was me, said, you know what? We've all done okay. God has been good to us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No
yeah,
doubt.
that was me that fired it up. Yeah. We've all persevered. Yeah, we've all persevered, man, and you know, because we all went through some tough times, you know, figuring this thing out, man, and to come out on the other side, man, and where we at, it's a blessing and it's a good thing, man. I'm proud of all y'all, bro. That we're success stories, especially coming from where we came from.
Definitely, man. That got me. I got to reading. I was like, damn. I said, Meese is absolutely correct, because we all, like you said, we've been through trials and tribulations as teenagers, as young adults, and we've come out on the other side with some gray hair and some, little Beijing here and there when necessary. So definitely proud of all of you, man. You know, the irony of it all is we all work with children in some capacity. How about that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. You know, just thinking about where I mentioned coming from Star Hill, and you guys coming from different areas, whether it was Palmer Park or Briar Park or just around the way, and to be where we're at, it is a blessing, for real.
For sure. Tip Dog, where you at? You with us?
Yeah.
Tip Dog, you here? You there? Tip working. Tip getting the OT. Before we get into let's get into things. I got my beef out the way. We talked a little bit about our history. One thing I want to touch on, because we all have Meek is the only unique person on this feed that we all have adult children, and me has adult children, but he has, and I'm kind of considering Haley because she's about to go to college. She's moving on campus in 2 days, but we all have adult children. Let's kind of talk to people about parenting adult children. Give me a little bit of something about that lifestyle. Add to it. You guys can kind of speak to how you do that.
Go ahead, player.
Jump in there, Harris.
Yeah, well, all my being in the house with just the wife and being on that witness protection program has been lovely. Spending a lot of quality time with my wife and just traveling and doing all that's been awesome. But still trying to keep in touch with our kids has been number one priority. So we try to have phone calls, FaceTime, once a week. Sometimes it ends up being once a month, depending on who's available, who's not, but still keeping a good relationship with everybody in their capacity, because everybody, when they start getting older, the relationship is a little different. So some require a little more FaceTime, some require less FaceTime. Some require more money still, or some sort of support, and trying to figure them out as they age and as they, mature has been really, really cool.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm getting ready to experience the empty nest thing, but I'm gonna come back to that. Meek, you want to speak to that? You have adult children. You got twins.
Yeah, 25-year-old twins. Matter of fact, I was just with my daughter today. She made her first big girl purchase, man, and I was with her. She bought her a new wheel, and so she starts her job Monday, actually, in the OR down at BB Hospital. She's a registered nurse.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm proud of her, man. So yeah. So she's the I keep in touch with her the most out of my grown kids. Her twin brother is a second lieutenant in the Marines. He's stationed down in Pensacola, Florida. So so I get speak with him maybe like once every other week. My man is moving and grooving, man. So, but I touch base with him, FaceTime with him probably like once or twice a week. But man, they both doing big things, man. They doing well, man. I'm proud of the both of them. And they made it real easy on me to beat her dad too, man. They just good human beings, good individuals. Made it real easy, And now I got my 15-year-old at the crib, man. And this generation, they're different. Now matter of fact, I'm on my way home. I'm gonna tighten him up when I get home because he was talking to his mom crazy. So I deal with that here in about 5 minutes.
Don't do it on camera.
So, but no, man. But my grown kids, man, they're doing well. Make it real easy to be a dad.
Yeah, that's a blessing, man, because everybody don't have that. People kicking out bail money.
Nope.
Moms out here needing somewhere to live all the time. So yeah, that's crazy. Tip Dog, you got Jordan. Jordan, what's Jordan? 26, right?
Honey, don't ignore me. No, put that up for real.
Tip, you there?
No, it's not okay. Man, Tip must got that cricket Wi-Fi.
Yo, my man Oliver Wolfo, he just made a comment in the chat. He said, young adult children 18 plus insist on touching the stove for themselves. He also said parental wisdom has low value.
100%.
He also said parental
touching the stove.
Yeah, let me repeat what he said. He said young adult children 18 plus insist on touching the stove for themselves. And he said parental vision has low value nowadays.
Oh, now, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Tip, you with us?
No.
All right, when Tip jump on, we'll out with Tip. So listen, I am about to experience the empty nest thing, and I'm terrified. I'm completely terrified that. Say what?
Why are you terrified? I figured you'd be happy, man. You can walk around there with your birthday suit on, man. Don't got to worry about nothing.
I can't hear.
I'll tell you why I'm terrified. I feel like that the kid close that. I feel like the kid has definitely been like the glue. You know how your world orbits around your children, and now that world is pulled out of the orbit. So it's a little. I don't know how this is going to. I don't know how this is going to go. You know what I mean? It's like it's a little scary for me. I got 2 more nights, bro.
But Ed,
I
like
think,
it's not.
you know
Listen,
what? I think
she
you're
not
gonna be
like she.
fine. Doc. Listen,
Hey, Mark, and
at the end
literally,
of the
man,
day,
she's
you're
right
gonna.
around the corner, bro.
She's not gonna be in the house though.
She right around the. Oh my God! But she's right
Maybe
around the corner. So when you need your, when you need your fix, man, you can just pop up on her, go see her.
Okay, wait a minute. What the hell going on?
Like what?
Oh, that must have been Tiff. That must have been Tiff. Tiff, you a mess tonight. What is going on?
Oh man,
Tiff over there messing with that trash
I don't
compactor.
know what kind of Wi-Fi Tiff working with.
Hey, Mark, what were you saying? You were saying something about the empty nest. What was you about to say?
Yeah, you're gonna adjust. She's gonna adjust. The parenting isn't gonna change. In terms of the parent and the child, what will change is how it happens, and the amount of time that you spend and what you do. Things will come a little more sentimental because they'll be, they won't be every day.
Right.
It'll be, that once a week or that twice a week or whatever the case may be. But you'll learn, you'll get through it. It's going to be tough at the beginning, especially with your wife. She's going to need to learn and, work her way through. But you want her to grow up. You want her to be sufficient on, just like the rest of our kids. Meat was talking about, how his kids have been great. Mine have been as well. All of them are, self-sufficient, independent. Got one in Providence, who's a nurse. Courtney, and then I have D, who's still in Lexington. He moved back over there. He's in the family business, in education. Kyra here is in education, and then Patience up in Delaware is doing hair. But it's the same thing. It's just everybody evolves. We're not 18 anymore, right? So you're gonna have to figure out what motivates them, how your relationship with them needs to continue, and send them text messages
Right.
there. Do those dad things, and you'll be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
The change part. The change part is the difficult part.
I'll be leaning on you, empty nesters. Tip, you not quite an empty nester yet, right?
not quite. Jada's still here. Jordan moved out about 6 months ago.
Jay is out. Okay.
Yeah, he got him and his girl got their own spot. So, Jada. I was with Jada earlier today, man. She invited me. They had Jada's teaching second grade this year.
Oh, that's what's up.
At the Academy of Dover. So I went over there and checked her class.
That tip of that
official. It was.
Wait, Tiff, where you at? You at home or where you at, bro? Ew. Hey, Tiff, where you at, bro?
I'm home, man. I don't know if they've been working on our.
Man, you must be in the You must be in the trap or something, man, because your Wi-Fi going in and out. You must go. You down on Kirkwood? Yeah. What it's up? I don't know what's going on, man. And you got deep pockets, man. That's unacceptable.
Hey, that's why I jumped off the computer, because it was going out. And we got them daggone. We got the fastest router they got. All these extenders around the house, and we still get bad signal.
Oh wow!
So
you got up the trap, man. You got up the trap house, bro.
Tim said that's what happened when you were 20,000 square feet. Y'all don't understand that.
Still trying to be cheap.
No, that ain't.
Man, that joker done went. He done went dark again.
You gotta let that brown hornet go, man. That hatchback need to go.
Oh, man.
That's classic.
He hanging on.
Here, boy.
Brag.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
let's just narrow this for a second. Let's move forward on something else I want to kind of run by. We all work with kids.
No, but I don't be up here texting.
Hopefully it don't
Me,
freeze up again.
what you doing?
But
Nah, man, I'm
so
talking.
Jado
I'm talking to my wife, man. She texting and driving.
Me, you in an Uber or something. Relax for all the time. Stop talking to your Uber driver. Yo,
I'm home now, man. I'm home.
let's transition right quick. So we all work with children. We all kind of spoke about that a little bit earlier. And in the state that our community is kind of in right now, are we missing something with these young boys, man? Like, is there something that we should be doing more of? Are we doing what you think we can be doing at the most? Like, what are we missing nowadays with these, as they call them now, YN? What are we missing with these young boys?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
And I'm particularly talking about the boys, not even the young ladies. I'm talking about the boys right now. Are we missing anything that we shouldn't be doing?
yeah, it's a bunch of things, man. It's we missing mom and dads being parents first and foremost. You know, these parents, these new age parents, are caught up in being friends with their children instead of parenting sometimes. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, you know, getting them to understand like the value of education and, you know, what that could bring to the table in terms of your future, and just getting them to understand that once you turn 18, this world don't owe you nothing. And I think they take that for granted because it's rough out here without an education. So,
Is this the most entitled generation of people you've ever seen? Like even from little, I work with smaller kids up to 17-year-olds. This, for me, this is the most entitled generation I've ever dealt with in my life. Like these young people that are coming up right now, like they really, like Tiff, you say once you turn 18, the world don't owe you anything. But I feel like these young people feel like the world owes them everything.
Yeah.
And they haven't earned shit.
Yeah.
But as the parents, man, we gotta take responsibility for that, man, because it's we're the ones who've been lacking in being soft with the kids and not holding them accountable and teach them what accountability is. And that's where they get that sense of entitlement from. At least, you know, that's what I see at Dover High, where I'm the SRO. I see it all the time, and they don't know what accountability means. So They feel as though they can skip class, go in the bathroom, hit their vapes, and then when you catch them, and you let them know what their consequence is, man, they looking at you. What?
Crazy. What is the noise I keep hearing? Can we please? There's some clicking and clacking that's going on.
That's
Y'all need to be still.
That's Tiff.
I'm sitting in there.
That's good, man.
I don't got nothing on.
At the track,
All right. Go ahead, B.
Yeah, but that's what it is, man. Like, so parents got to tighten up. I don't know what the hell it mean. No, as parents, man, we got to tighten up with the children and stop trying, like Tip said, like stop trying to be their friend and so they got to understand what accountability is and what consequence is.
Yeah, there's definitely not enough of that going on. I mean, I would say absence of the full blood thing is having an impact on young black men, especially. Here's what I'll say. I know I can speak for the three of us, me, Mark, and me. Like, we didn't have a father. So what I was saying is I do agree with that to a degree, but I think that if you have kids today aren't finding the people, they just gravitate to the negative. And we had coaches, we had teachers, we had people who took interest in us, and they showed us the right way. Maybe, and I like to use Coach Victory. He didn't necessarily put me to the side and give me talks, but I watched him and how he moved with his family, which he was a great example. And I don't think people pay that in mind anymore. Who is that? I'm about to.
Hold on. I don't.
You hear that noise?
I hear it.
Yeah. Mark, speak to kind of what we're talking about, please.
Yeah, honestly, I think that there's a lot flooding our youth right now. Back in the day, we didn't have the outlets weren't there. The outlets were athletics. The outlets were friends. I mean, people still rode bikes.
Yeah.
You don't see all those things now. The times have changed, and we haven't done anything to increase the amount of visibility that we have in our youth. So when, you're absent, whether it's a parent, a grandparent, or other friends, family, whatever, it allows for anything you know, get injected into the lives, into the minds of some of our youth, and that's the direction that they go. Um, and we've got to do a much better job of that. Otherwise, it's an uphill battle.
You know what too? Now it does go back to the parents, but I think the parents, like the parents today, I don't even know if they're so caught up in their own lives. These parents now, that every 17-year-old, their parent is 35, 36, 37. They're out here trying to live their life because they had these kids so early. I think that's missing, along with the dad maybe not being around. But I think there's no focus on the family unit. Therefore, the mom's on Instagram.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The values
So,
the values of old are not there anymore. Just like you said, that everybody's trying to be seen, everybody's trying to be somewhere where they probably shouldn't be. And again, you're not dealing with your child appropriately, so your child is given to the streets, or given to social media, or given to whatever that they've collected, because you haven't infused your values in your child.
mhm. Yeah. You know what? I'm always really surprised when a young person says, good morning, good afternoon, hello. Because these kids will look you right in your face and keep it moving. I
Right.
had some young kids walking through my yard the other day. And so I looked at them. It was two twins and this other kid. And I looked at them and they was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, because kids will walk through and won't look you right in your face and keep it moving. I was like, and it shocked me. It took me a minute to sleep back because I was blown away. I think kids don't even get the please and thank you. That's a low end of respect right there. Hello, walk into a room. Hello, please, thank you. I see kids are missing just the basics, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, the lack of home training, morals, all that stuff, man. And like I said, when we talked before about this, um, and I hate to keep saying it with with the whole pandemic and with COVID and stuff, because kids weren't that disrespectful prior to COVID. But when they were at home for 18 months, some of those kids were unsupervised and stuff, and they were left to their own devices, man. And they're just a different. It's just a different breed, man. And
Yeah.
and then and then with the music, and I blame a lot of that with the music that they're listening to, because they listen to that music like it's gospel, and they
Right.
go out to try to emulate that and that lifestyle, man. And the fact that it's crazy, the world that we live in, when they're glorifying YNs and thinking that's like that's the way, that's cool, that's the wave, and that blows my mind. That's crazy to me how, oh yeah, man, these YNs is crazy, these YNs is that, and really there's like no accountability with
Right.
that. Like
Mhm.
a couple times this summer on my way into work, and I seen walking, it's hot as shit outside, and they got the Pooh Shiesty on, got the
Yo,
hoodie.
bro.
Now, so I'm like, oh, we're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this. Now you got my attention. I ain't doing nothing. You just stopped me. No, nah, because it's 90 degrees out here, man.
Right.
With the humidity, it's like 100. And you walking out here with a hoodie on and a Pooh Shiesty on. And yeah, so now you got my attention. So,
And not
like I said, yeah, it's just that kind of stuff, that kind of behavior, man. And it's not, and nobody's addressing it. And
yeah.
and you don't necessarily have to be a police officer to address it. Because I would have stopped that young man, even if I was in my civilian clothes. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Had a conversation. I'd have pulled him aside and have a conversation and try to, just to change that behavior and that lifestyle, man, and just try to talk some sense into them. But there's not enough of that going on.
Right,
Because you know,
absolutely.
when he was growing up, man, it took Mark could tell you, Mark lived in Star Hill, I lived out Palmer Park. But I tell you what, if I was over at Star Hill and I was cutting the food, Mark's mom was checking me. The neighbor was checking me. And then they would tell
And
my mom, and then my mom would come home from work and my mom would check me. But it's not enough
and
of that going on. It's
that's
not
the
enough of
thing
that.
too. You can't even say anything to somebody's child anymore. I've never seen
No.
a generation of parents that uphold bad behavior, like willful bad behavior. You're being ignorant just because you can. And parents
Right.
will come and defend that behavior. To me, like when you see your kids disrespecting an adult, I know when we were young, like somebody will get with us. Like that was off limits. And I hear kids today say, well, you gotta give respect to get respect. Like you haven't done a goddamn thing in this world. Like you need to be listening. I always tell kids, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And we're not taking advantage of that.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Yeah.
But I think it's hard to kind of correct your child if you're not correcting yourself. You know what I mean? If the behavior is who you are, you're definitely allowing the behavior to enter in what is happening with your child. And of course, we all see that, whether it's in the school or whether you're mentoring kids and you see the behavior of the adults. Just like you mentioned before, the average age is a lot younger than what it used to be. The values are a lot different. We got a long way to go to get back to that.
Yeah, I don't know where we at and how we get there, but I'm prayerful that we can get there. Tip Dog, you with us?
Yeah, I mean, I just touch on one more thing. Like, I know someone was saying like you can't correct them, and that's 100% true. And it's not just in like behavioral situations. That's in all facets of life now. Even like when they're playing sports.
Yeah.
Like you can't even correct a kid now because they'll get an attitude when in actuality you're trying to make them better. There's no way I could coach right now. Because you can't say anything to these kids, man, without hearing something back. They just different, man. And kind of what Mark said is just what their parents are accustomed to. And Meat will tell you how many times we called a parent up there for their kid to do something, and then they get up there and try to blame the teacher or not the fact that your child cussed somebody all the way out, but they want to co-sign that behavior and that's a big issue, man. And
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. They quick to come up there to advocate that nonsense. And
yes.
that's the toughest part of my job. Not only am I, a police officer, which they, have a pretty bad taste in their mouth with that, and that's a whole different topic. But
But
so when
me, do you feel
so
like
what's that?
I feel like you are good at building relationships. So does your profession kind of eliminate the animosity at times though? For what you do for a living because of your relationship building?
Sometimes, and then my verbal judo was top tier. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of break down that barrier a little bit, and and like you said, build a rapport. But I gotta put some work in to do that. So sometimes, yeah, me being a police officer, wearing that uniform, I gotta break down. I gotta tear down some walls and break down the barrier to get to be able to have a healthy conversation about
Yeah.
whatever the issue is. So, but yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, um, I take it on. I accept I accept the challenge, and then so I'm able to, for the most part, like I said, be able to get through and be able to build a healthy relationship. Now there are times, man, where it is what it is, and they just not. I can't reach them, and I just gotta chalk it to what it is, and that's that. So
Rollo joined the chat. He said, "Where are my daddy's records?"
but he probably was watching them reruns of Sanford and Son.
Brian, what's up, Brian Belagello? Wow. What up, Lo? Yo, so listen, let's move forward. This is something I wanted to kind of address with us because we've all been married for a minute. If you were, Lord willing, ever to become single again, would you do it again?
What, get married?
Yeah, would you get married again if you were to ever like something happened and you were single? Would you jump the broom again?
Nah, no shot. No shot.
How many years you got, baby?
I'm 18 in. This is my second marriage. I'm 18 in. And
First marriage was how many years?
what, 2? Hold on, 99 went through the academy. 3.
3. Okay, so you got 21 years. Damn near half your life you've been married, boy.
Yeah. You know, my first marriage, you know, we had the twins, and you know, growing up without a dad, man, I was like, I'd be damned, man. I got to see my babies every day, man. So, you know, I wanted to, you know, got to give it a shot, try to make it work, have a family
Right.
unit, and but I don't think I was in a good good headspace with that first marriage. So a lot of that was on me. But
Yeah.
but she's a good mom, man, and we all get along, man. We co-parent the twins. We did a good job with that. Because at the end of the day, man, we were like, no, it's not even about us anymore. It's about raising these 2 babies. So you know, we
You
were
had to go into that. That didn't happen right away. That cordialness that you speak of, like you guys had to go into that, right? Into that relationship, that co-parenting relationship where it was smooth and easy. Because I'm thinking about my situation, which wasn't smooth and easy in the beginning.
Well, nah, man. Well, because I went through my divorce when I was in the police academy, so that kind of helped and buffered a lot of you know, the animosity too, man. Because I was in the academy during the week, and
Right.
then when I came home on the weekends, is, you know, I would spend time with the twins. But we sat down and we had several conversations, and we were just on the same sheet of music as far as, you know, we're done. We're not getting back together. You know, she was moving on, and I was moving on, and then and we just, you know, both came to the agreement
Yeah.
that, look, we're gonna raise these babies, and that's what we did, man. And everything worked out, and we got a, you know, good relationship, friendship. My current wife and her are good, you know,
Okay.
they're friends, and they, you know, so you know, it all worked out for the good.
So listen, before I go to, I found out who was making all the noise. I muted Tiff mic and all that noise went away. So we know Tiff is making all the noise. So I'm gonna come back to Tiff. Let me read a couple of comments, Tiff, then I'm gonna come to you. Julius said, one and done. Lo said he ain't doing it no more. Lo started his family real fast, because if he got married, then booyah, basketball team.
Yeah.
So I get it, Lo, ride that out. Don't let that child support, bro. Ride it out. I've been there. Don't do it. Oliver said already did, and she's a godsend. So he's already been remarried. He's remarried again. Tiff, if anything went left and you became single back in these streets, would you do it again?
That would be a negative Ghost Rider. This is one shot deal.
Yeah.
Tiff, you got what about? Tiff, you put some close to 30 years in, right?
39.
Dang.
That crazy.
Yeah, Tiff. Wow, that is crazy. Woo. All right, I ain't mad at you, Tiff. I think you're the winner here with the years, hands down.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you say, Tiff? What you got? 30? What do you say? 30 what?
29.
29. Yo, that was 96. Oh yeah, I was at the wedding. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ooh, young cats.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tiff, you
Yeah,
been
you are
responsible for a long time. I had one thing on my mind at 22. And I wanted a whole lot of it. I should
Dude, here, man.
have.
Sure.
Yo, player, would you do it again?
No, sir.
You ride it
Can't do
out.
it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Not happening,
This
Doc.
is-
Yeah, I mean, you know, Keisha's a great mother, great wife. I just can't see myself, you know, put myself out. I'm above 50. I mean, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like we trying to get put in diapers together. Or I don't understand.
Yeah.
There's no reason for
You
me
might,
to even getting. Say it again.
we break down first traditionally. You might need somebody to wipe your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. I know.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
know.
find you a good
I know.
companion. Find you a good companion. That's about it, man. So
Yeah. I don't even. I'm a big dude. I don't even know that. I don't even know if that's happening.
Yeah, I am. Lo say he got 22 years in. I didn't realize that. Okay, Lo. Um, I definitely would not. I wouldn't even have a girlfriend. I would literally. I wouldn't. I don't want to be bothered with no. I wouldn't be bothered with nobody. And don't be asking me for no money. Don't be asking me for no $40. Nothing. It's not happening. I would be single, and whenever I need the itch scratch, I run a little change, and we keep it moving.
Boy, you stupid.
yeah.
I can't do it, man. I can't. I don't think I could do it again.
Nah,
And,
man,
and
it's a lot of work, man. So marriage is work, bro. And I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I got it. I don't got it in me, bro. I'm just gonna have to. I got more years I got more years behind me than I got in front of me, bro.
what's yours?
So, so you know what I'm saying. So, like like you said, I'm stuck in my ways. I'll find a companion or whatnot, but yeah, man, and make it perfectly clear I'm not going down that path.
Yeah, we're not.
Dude, no shot. Mm-mm.
My Julie said facts. Lionel said, "Man, tell Tip to turn on the camera." Lionel Tip in a bunker. He's chilling. Eli, my sister Tony says, "I'm with you, Eli. No more marriage." O said, "My first marriage was over in the first year. Damn, but we kept making babies and drew it out a decade. Woo.
Ooh.
You a soldier. You a soldier."
Ooh.
Yeah, man. You know what though? Is there a part of me that I'm like, I would have a companion because I don't think I would. Maybe I'd grow to having a companion, but just to having that being tied in and the emotional and mental and mental and financial responsibility that you're tied with somebody. That's all right, man. And I feel like the longer I've been married, I feel like the less I know about this shit sometimes. Like I feel like I don't know a goddamn thing about it, and I've been in it. And I understand when somebody say, "Yeah, I'm about to get married," and what's the men traditionally, if it's somebody you cool with, "Yeah, I'm thinking about getting married," the first response from men, whether they mean it or not, is, "Don't do it."
Yeah.
And I remember hearing that back in the day, like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get married one day. Don't do it." And you figure like you gotta figure it out and go through it for yourself. But it's definitely some work, and if you're not built for it, oh my god.
Yeah. Well,
And add in babies to it too. Woo. It's definitely whole. Carr said, "I don't blame y'all. Nothing is out there." This is someone that somebody's on the show with us. She's a female. She said, "I don't blame y'all. There's nothing out there." That's the scary part too. What's out there? Like women in our age, I feel like they doing it most. Like a young girl.
man,
I hear women down here, in the area in which I'm, hiding out. They talk about, not being able to find a man or whatever. And most of the men my age are already married, already taken. And, if you're not taken by my age, the question is why? So there's got to be a good reason. And typically,
You got a leaky bladder, and there's a lot of pee in your underwear. Nobody want that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it did too, man. Like, I don't know, man. Relationships is crazy, like, because you can start out all hot and heavy, man. Everything is, cool. I call it the cupcake phase. Everything is straight. And then, like clockwork, man, they start switching up and changing. You start seeing, oh, wait, whoa, you wouldn't. And and it's true, man. You put that ring on that finger, man, and you start, I don't know, man, just start, they feel like they got to change or start doing different things, man. It's like, hold on, man. Like, We wasn't doing that when we was dating. When I was courting you, I didn't see that side of you. But now I put this ring on your finger. Now this is what we doing. I'm like, come on. I'm like, yeah. So that's
What
that part right there.
what's something new you learned about your relationship or your woman? And you be like, what the hell? Sort of what you were saying me. What's something new you learned recently after almost 20 years about your woman? And you're like, where the hell that come from? I want everybody to answer that too.
Yeah. So just so for me, man, just doing the so I can have a conversation and just voice my concern about something that that my wife is doing, something that that's bothering me or whatever, and she will. It's right now, man. That's where we bumping heads a little bit now about that because she just does what now. It's like I don't know, whatever you talk, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm like, wow, like this what we doing? Like, yo, okay, all right.
No
Like,
respect.
yeah, like it's just like I just sat here and expressed to you like that this is what bothers me. This is what concerns me that we not on the same sheet of music. I mean, you still yeah, I heard you, but and you still doing it. So man, I'm just like, all right,
Yeah,
man.
that's wild right there.
Yeah.
What
Crazy.
about you, Mark? What's something you learned about the wifey that's brand new after all these years?
Man, honestly, I don't know if there's anything brand new. The lady, I mean, she loves shopping. I'm in a second closet right now, looking to my left, and I see about 8 suitcases, and it's 2 of us.
She popping tags on you.
The one thing that I do mention to her all the time, again, not new, is like she'll start a conversation as if she's already started the conversation and I know what she's talking about. Using
Like,
pronouns, he and she, like I can, like I'm in her head. Like, oh, let's back up. Who is he? Who is she? That kind of thing. But that gets under my skin sometimes. Or her trying to tell me which way to drive, which way to take this road. So, I'm like, we go to the same place.
Wow.
I mean, other than that, it's been awesome. But
Before I let Tiff go, let me read a couple of comments. I'll say the second round has been a blessing. The second go round has been a blessing. Carr said most cannot have the conversation. The best conversation I've ever had was about the weather. I guess Carr, you mean if men can't communicate? I've seen to hear that a lot. And she says we be fooled by the cooler cat. The cooler cat it blinds you. I agree with that. You be fooled by the cooler cat. Lionel says he's in his 7th year. The 7-year myth is true. Hang in there, dog. Your son young. That child gonna kill you, bro. He wrote it out. Yo, good dog. Speak to it. What's something you learned about Jose?
Got to weather the storm, bro.
I guess for me, like I've always felt like, regardless of the space that I'm in or who I'm around, like I'm always like, I'm one of the smartest cats in there. So I'd have come to the realization that my wife is actually smarter than me. Because regardless of what space she's in, it doesn't matter. Like she carries the conversation, she carries the room, she carries the everything. I was like, yo, after 29 years, I finally figured out, like, okay, she's probably a little smarter than I am. I ain't gonna tell. I'm never gonna tell her that. But
Well, because she knows it already, Tiff. How you gonna tell her something? How you gonna tell her something she already know?
No, well, I'm not gonna reinforce.
Yeah.
What she gonna tell you is take that phone back to Bazaar, the Spencer Bazaar. That's what she gonna tell you.
Hey, what's
Take
crazy?
it back to the sale on Tuesday or Friday.
I just got this phone out the shop 2 days ago.
Out the shop?
Man, I went to the sales surgeon.
See, I told you.
You put the phone in the shop as well.
What joker is tight?
He out
Just
there
get
on
your
Route
new
8
phone.
out there on Route 8 at Byler's.
That's crazy.
See,
Oh man, y'all crazy.
Here go DeMarcus.
What's
Yo,
I gotta get mine in before y'all get y'all.
Oh, we gonna get it in
I know
before
how
the
I
end.
go.
Already know.
I know how I go.
Mm.
yo, let me. Lionel says he's in year 13. My bad, Lonnie D. I misread that. Let me say, I feel like the most recent thing. I learn stuff all the time, and I just be like, who are you? But I feel like this is gonna be telling her business. So let me just say, I'm gonna say this right here. I feel like the menopause stage, if they haven't
Wow.
hit that yet,
No.
get ready for it, man.
Nah,
That
man, it's
stage
real.
right there, you will not know who she is anymore for a couple of years. And the heat that come off their body, good Lord.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be in the bed and you a little cold, just slide your feet toward, don't even touch them. The heat coming off of them. I used to be like, I don't know how you did it. But that's the light part of what, not for her. But the part is the emotional part. When you start dealing with that, oh my God, bro, that's a whole other thing right there. And you feel like you don't need that person.
Man, listen, going through it right now, man. Got worse than daggone blankets and sheets every other day, sweating. Yeah, I'm going through it now, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's something, man. And I
Mm-hmm.
thank God, man. I mean, I just do. So I didn't have to have a baby to go through menopause. Them two things right there, buddy. You can I salute women for being able to do that. I love y'all for that, but I'm so glad I'm a dude. And the fact that I can pee anywhere, that works too.
You can pee anywhere. This is the guy.
Yeah, we can pee anywhere, bro. It don't matter.
Yo.
On the side of 95 or in the woods, we can go anywhere. That's a beautiful thing. Look, I'm a kind of dude. We was traveling recently and we stopped at this rest stop and they was doing construction, right? And they had porta potties there. I was like, ain't no way. It was packed to the truck stop. I mean the rest stop. I went behind the porta potty and peed. Ain't no way in the hell I was going in there. There was people coming in and out of there. I can't do it.
No, sir.
Yeah.
So you ain't taking no number 2 in the porta potty, E?
Not since the Army. Yes, I have no choice. Nah, listen, I know, here's me. I'm strategic about my thing because I know all the places around Newcastle County that have clean bathrooms and I can just kind of walk in there if I need to. And if I'm in town, I got the keys to the building at my job. I can always go there. But I know a couple of places. I'm strategic about it. What about you? You got to take all this shit off before you, if you really got to go, what are you doing? I know this conversation is taking a turn for the left.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, listen. So I'm pretty regular, man. So I don't even, and I'm at the crib, man. So I've been fortunate, man, when nothing has snuck up on me, man, where I gotta go, in the public restroom or some shit like that. So I make sure, eat the right things and don't drink and I don't drink my coffee in the middle of the day or nothing like that because that caffeine will run right through me and I know that. So I'm cool. Yeah.
I can't imagine working in a school with teenagers and having to go take a shit. And I know y'all don't go to those bathrooms. I work with little people. We have so they're not coming in those bathrooms. But I can imagine.
No, I got my own listen, I got my own bathroom right across the hall from me, so I'm good. I got to worry about the other people going in there. Like when Tip worked with me, Tip would go in there and crack some more.
Hey, we know that's a lie. I grab them keys and drive all the way home.
Yeah, facts. I know you did. I had to cover for Tiff so many times. Y'all see Mr. McCullough? Nah, yeah, he'll be right. He in the meeting. He'll be right back.
Hey, take it back to Canton, Wyoming. No, sir.
Hey, Tiff, that's an American Pie shit break.
Exactly.
You left school every day and called it a shit break.
I had to go. I was going home.
Oh man.
That's
crazy.
Hey, you go behind some of them teachers, boy, and they take the paint off the walls of the bathroom.
What are you talking about? What's their name?
Yes, sir.
He said, "What's their name?"
What are you talking about, Tiff?
What's their names? Oh shit, man! Them women are the worst.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
I've heard that. Women are
Man,
horrible.
listen. Man, bad. Man, Tiff and I got so many horror stories, man, from when they awful.
Man.
I can't.
Hey, make you look at them totally different when you look them in the face. You like, wow.
Dang, that you really.
You know what I try not to do, and this has been something I practiced for years. Is so when we have unisex bathrooms in my job, right? And if I see a woman coming out and I was about to go in and they come out, I won't go in there. I'll give it a minute because I don't want what I think of you to change if I go in there and it ain't right. Because I'm gonna look at you completely different. And so I'll give it a minute. And I don't want to know if it's a smell in there, I don't want to know who it belongs to. That works better for my psyche. Because now I'm side-eyeing you and in my head I'm clowning you. I'm like, you smell like that. Like what is going on? That's crazy. You listen, Car said she'll go on side of the road. She said, just watch my back. You a soldier. Because with women, you gotta have your whole ass out when you pee. I can't. I don't know how to do it.
Well, I didn't think everybody on Route 1 done seen my wife behind because she'll just if she gotta go, she gotta go.
Yeah. I'm like that too, man. I'll go anywhere if I have to. It is what it is. I'm gonna tell you a quick story before we wrap up. I was coming from Freaknik, right? This back in the day. We coming from Atlanta, and I have dairy issues, right? But don't ask me why. I got a Shamrock Shake for whatever God forbid reason. So we coming up. We're in South Carolina. So we're on 85, right? Coming back with the boys now.
He said Shamrock Shake.
Shamrock Shake, yo. So I tell my man Smitty, I say, yo, Smitty, take the very next exit. Like the first one that come up, just take it. I gotta go to the bathroom. So it was a little foggy, right? So we ride and we come right up on there and miss it. Man, I was hot. I said, bro, you have to pull over right now. Like there is no, I'm gonna shit in your car. You got a brand new Toyota Camry. You got to pull over right now. So he pulls over. I jump out the back seat and I go down away from the car. I go over the guardrail and I'm sitting there holding the guardrail and I'm going, right? And then I see the police lights pull up, state trooper pull up behind the car that I got out of. Because they're parked on the side of the road and sitting there in the fog. So I was like, and so I'm done, right? I had a shirt. I took care of myself. And I was like, I don't want to walk up behind this cop in the fog. And he turned around and shoot me. You know what I'm saying? So now I have a dilemma. So I said, I'm going to let him go up there and talk to them for a minute so they can explain to him why they're on the side of the road. And he won't kill me as I walk back to the car. So we get back to the car. So when he sees me, he's bagging up, right? So he was like, because I cut it short. When I saw him, it kind of messed up my flow. So I come up there and he was like, he said, did you finish? I said, not really, because I saw you pull up. It was a black dude, and I didn't know what was going to happen. He said, you still got to go? I said, yeah. He said, all right, well, get behind me. I'm going to hit the lights, and we're going to get you to the next exit.
Oh, shit.
All right.
No.
Hey, he did real solid. We got a truck stop. I went in there, finished up, came back out, and he was out there talking with the boys, just laughing and joking, man. But yeah, gotta go.
Yeah. These stories, man.
Yeah, what Car said mixed with alcohol. Yeah, you can't have no dairy and alcohol. That's a hard combination. So listen, man, before we get up out of here, I got one more thing I want to run by y'all. And then we're gonna get up out of here. So I was talking to my man the other day, and we were talking about at one point in time, whether it be now or back in the day, was our manhood ever tied to our earning potential? Like if we felt like, did you feel less than a man if you weren't pulling your weight or if you weren't making the most money? Like, has your manhood ever been tied to your earning potential? And I said it's never been tied to what I made, but if what I made wasn't enough, then that was my issue. You know what I'm saying? Like if we were still like in a little struggle bus for a time period. And I said it did make me feel like I wasn't handling my business. Even though I was trying, I was going to work. I just wasn't making the money that I should have, that I wanted to make, which kind of put us in a bind for a time. So that did affect me as a man and mentally and emotionally. But has anybody ever experienced that as far as your earning potential? And I know y'all all rich now, but I'm talking about back in the day.
No, man, because I always knew how to go out and hustle and get some money.
Right.
I always, you know what I mean? Like, I would work 2 or 3 jobs, not just to make ends meet, but I always knew I want to have a little money in my pocket too. So, like I always knew how to go out there and get to it. and to be comfortable and not
Yeah.
just to be just barely making ends meet. So I never experienced that. That tip again?
Yeah, that's good. I muted
Yeah,
him.
oh yeah, because that dude, man, I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, so like I never experienced that, man. I just, like I said, I was like a Jamaican sometime, man. I was just work, man, like 2-3 jobs, man, just to get it.
Yeah.
Make sure, especially growing up how I came up, man. I was like, man, I ain't that guy to be, you know, worrying about if my rent gonna get paid or if they're gonna turn my electric off and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. I made sure, man, once I was old and able and to provide for myself, I'm not living like that.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
What about you, Blair?
Yeah, same. The value of work was always, prevalent. I mean, even in high school, working in the summers, at Hardee's, on
Well, I remember you
113,
working there.
right past the split, man. It's time to
Mhm.
go get it.
113.
No doubt. I mean, it was important. You wanted things, and my mom was a single parent. We lived with her grandmother at times, but if you needed it, you wanted it, you had to go get it. It wasn't going to be given to you.
Yeah, for sure. Tip Dog. Yo, Tip.
Hey, we gotta be in the studio next time, bro.
Yeah, I think we're going to all come together like Voltron.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be in the studio, man, because
Ronald said he's been working since he was 14. Hey, Lo, what was your first job at, man?
oh man.
Yo, man.
Tim been at his job for 30 years and can't figure out the internet.
Tim took it to the shop. He took the phone to the shop. Keep that in mind. Listen, man.
Oh shit.
I don't think he figured out Nextel is gone, man.
Hey, we gotta chirp the homie, man.
Oh man.
Look, man, listen, we're going to wrap up, man. I want to thank y'all, man. This has been hilarious. I definitely appreciate. My girl says Tim needs a new phone. Tim does need a new phone. Tim Wiley. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all. We're not gonna do this again until we're all together.
Yeah, person. Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure.
All these technical difficulties. I think Tip is back, but we get ready to wrap it.
I've been trying to get on my laptop.
Thank you, Carl. Yo, Tip Dog, we wrap it up, man. Hey, fellas, any last words before we get up out of here? Anything you might want to share?
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, man. I love y'all boys, man. And and E, I'm gonna do a better job, man. I'm gonna do a better job. We gonna have to start getting together at least once a week or something. Well, once every other week. Once a month. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna be better, bro.
I'm gonna be there for two. You know what I'm saying? And we all need to get down there to see Mark, to be honest, together.
All right. Well, he got to send us the secret location, and we there.
He ain't gonna do that. He'll keep you about a rock near a small tree. Claire, you got anything before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, man. Love y'all. Come on down. It's a scavenger hunt to get here, but I got a spot for you.
Yo, when I first went to Mark House, I was like, what the fuck you doing way out here? Yo, Tip Dog, is he back? Tip, anything you want to say as we get up out of here, man?
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, y'all my guys, man. Love y'all to death. And we definitely gonna link up real soon.
For sure, man. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. We've been rocking since 1989. That's crazy. That's crazy.
No
Young
doubt.
boys with no mustaches. Well, I think Tip already had a mustache. I think Mark had one too. Well, me and me was all We've been rocking since we was
Hey, Ed, I might have had a mustache, but Mark had taco meat on his chest.
in the 10th grade and wore his shirt wide open. Yo, before we start going back and forth, I want to go get this. I love y'all, man. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in to the Still Country Podcast. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Much, much love. Thank you, fellas. I love y'all, man. Peace.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Straight out the South, Arkansas, where the talk is real and the vibe is raw. This is South got something to say. No filters, no faking, just the truth, how we see it. So kick back,